What's up, YouTube? What's up? You heard me first time. Okay, let me say this. All we're really doing is putting out our opinions. That's all we're doing. Never do I try to put out my opinion as fact, because you can't prove it as fact. All I'm doing is basing my viewpoints off of what I have seen. I've had the luxury of being around successful black men my whole life. Considering the level of education my parents have and the friends that they've picked up over time, and even now, the older black men that I've met at a professional level and who have been my mentors. I've seen these men, I've been around them. These are your doctors, these are your lawyers, these are real life people, not celebrities. So my opinions on what I have seen, right, or just my opinion in regards to what black men are doing and all this other stuff, is based off of seeing them. And also considering me breaking into that category, right, in terms of success. You know, I was a little dude, now I'm kind of working my way up that ladder, right? So I'm also speaking from that group, that quote-unquote successful black dude that's not available. I'm also speaking from that group as well. But even with all that being said, everything is just my opinion, right? I can't say that what I've said is fact, especially me coming from Southern California, because I know it's not fact, it's just an opinion. There's no way to judge it. There's no way to prove what I'm saying. But if you honestly feel like, based off of what you've seen, and other black women feel the same way, that you guys do see productive black men, or just, successful black men, right, doctors and lawyers, with unattractive white women who are fat and ugly, then I guess that's just what you have seen. But I haven't really seen it. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Haven't seen it at all. Right? I haven't even seen celebrities do the same. Can you give me at least 3 celebrity black men that are with fat, sloppy, unattractive white women or non-black women? I haven't seen it at all. And I'm sure people will say, well, I've seen it in real life. And what I'm saying is, I haven't seen that at all. Right? And I've been around these men. Right? If I need a letter of recommendation, or I need to have a conversation with a highly successful black dude, I'm fortunate enough to have that at my disposal. I'm fortunate enough to have their personal email addresses and their personal cell phone numbers. I am lucky enough, and I haven't seen it. Have I seen a productive black dude with a heavier white woman before? Yeah, I mean, they're older. People tend to get heavier when they age, right? But in terms of younger, no, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't seen a black dude, right, with any sort of non-black woman that I haven't seen in a black chick. As simple as that. So you put up Jennifer Hudson, great example. I've seen plenty of black men with white women that look like Jennifer Hudson. In terms of shape, I've seen it 1,000 times. But in terms of everything over, nope, haven't seen it whatsoever. At all. Does it happen? Yeah, I mean, I've seen some down and out black men, right, with extremely heavy set white women, but I've seen them with black women as well. Like I said, go to your local casino and you'll see all sorts of crazy shit. Right? But in regards to, black women wanting those men anyways, y'all don't want those dudes anyway. Like, the type of black dude that's going to be with an extremely fat, ugly, grotesque white woman is the dude that you don't want. Even at his best, you are not going to want. And that is the ice cream man in the back, if you guys have heard that. But yeah, I haven't seen it. Really, I haven't. I'm not sure if what you guys are saying is based off of what you have seen, or something that you guys are putting out to make yourselves feel better. I'm not saying you, but I'm just talking about the collective group. Because I have a hard time believing that's what you see. We have a hard time spotting other successful black people in general. But you guys have seen enough successful black men with fat, unattractive white women for you to feel that way? Well, like I said, if that is really your opinion based off of what you've seen, there's nothing I can say to make you feel differently. Right? But if you haven't really seen that, and you're just saying it to make yourself feel better, or to, somehow show that, nothing is wrong with you, I highly suggest that you, abandon that line of reasoning, because it doesn't really help. Right? I don't think it really helps. And like I said before, can you give me examples of celebrity black men? People want to throw up the whole trophy thing in terms of black men. If we're running off and getting a white trophy, that's what you guys have said. We get our white trophy. So is the trophy a fat, sloppy, unattractive a white woman? Is that a trophy? The same pictures that you guys want to put up of successful black men with non-black women, are they not trophies, or are they fat, sloppy, and unattractive? Right? Come on now, let's be real. And even, and this is what gets me, right? For the last 20 years, what's been the argument? That, black men become successful and they want the whole Jasmine Guy, type of black woman. Y'all remember Kadeem Hardison and Jasmine Guy in A Different World? That's what I thought we were doing. So once we got successful, we didn't want the Kims. I think her name was Kim, and she was the darker girl in A Different World, and I believe she was the med school student, or she was med school bound. We didn't want her, right? We wanted the Jasmine Guys. We wanted the Whitleys. Right, and as soon as we got successful, that's what we went after. That's exactly what Kadeem Hardison did, right? He got successful, graduated, got a good paying job, and what did he do? Married Whitley. So I thought that that's what we were doing. If anything, right, if you turn on the TV and you look at the black men who are successful, whether they're athletes or politicians or whatever, I see them with light-skinned, European feature, long-hair black women. Some are even mixed. That's what I see. Right? So if you guys came on and said that's what we're getting with, I can say I agree with you, because that's what I've seen. In my own personal real life, I've seen successful black men go off and, get the whole light skin, sternum features, long hair. I've seen that. Right? I know those people personally. I know those people on a first name basis, but never have I seen them with some grotesque, super duper obese, hideous type of white girl or white woman. That's actually offensive, right? That's why I get upset, because I don't think you guys are being sincere. I think you guys are trying to put it out as a slight. And I don't really like that. Let's keep it real here. That's not what's going on. I don't feel like that is the reality, even though it's just my opinion, but I really don't think that's what you guys are seeing. I think that you guys are creating that in your head to make yourselves feel better about what's going on, right? But in regards to that actually being some sort of truth, there's no way we can ever test that. And I just don't really see how we can all of a sudden move from the, black men are, they make it and they only want the Alicia Keys, Halle Berry, Beyonce type of black women. So we went from that to, no, now successful black men are getting with unattractive, fat, sloppy white women or non-black women. Come on now, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, and y'all don't have no support to prove it. No support whatsoever. I've been around successful black men, right? But y'all are going to tell me that you are around these men to the certain degrees, so now you know what they like and what they're dating, but then argue that where are all the successful black men, right? How do you know their habits if you're not around them? How do you know what you see if you're not around them? Right? You can't make the argument that, there are no successful black men, we don't know where they are, then make a generalization about what successful black men are doing. How do you know what they are doing if you are never around them to begin with? How do you know what they're dating? Most of y'all fall back on what celebrity black men are doing, but celebrity black men don't represent lawyers and doctors and other everyday type of black men. They don't. They don't. Like I said, I have the privilege of knowing a handful of lawyers and doctors and business owners who are black men, and I have never seen it. So if you're a black woman and you can honestly say that, yes, you too have been around a multitude of other successful black men, and yes, you have seen them with fat, sloppy, unattractive white women, then that's how you feel. I can't stop you. Hey, that's your opinion. What can I say? What can I do? So anyways, that's my video. That's my take. Everything that you've said, I respect. I definitely listen to. But at the end of the day, all it is a opinion. As simple as that. An opinion. Everything that I've said is an opinion based off of what I've seen. End of story. Take it easy. God bless.